Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Southern Tea. It's your girl, Lady J, back bringing you my commentary, thoughts, and opinions on your favorite ladies in the female rap game. So you already know, before I get into it, I'm going to need you to hit that thumbs up, comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Then head over to my Twitter and Instagram at Southern Tea, that's Southern Tea with two ways, and hit that follow button, baby. Do you hear me? So let's go ahead and get into what's been happening the past couple of days, okay? So first thing I want to get into is Onika Tanya, okay? Because first off, the VMAs was Tuesday, and I think she had one of the best looks, if not the best look of the night. I thought that pink outfit was gorgeous, breathtaking. And she had to dress up for a funeral since bitches wanted to hold a funeral back for her in 2017. She said it's their funeral, start the service. She got them scared, shook, and nervous. So, she came up with a little veil on like she was going to an all pink funeral, baby, okay? But nah, I think she looked good, and I think every one of her outfits kind of sent a message. She had like 4 outfit changes. She came as Onika, which is the first outfit change in the all pink, I believe, and then in the brown outfit when she had performed Itty Bitty Piggy, or not Itty Bitty Piggy. She was in a red. She that was, I guess, the red Ruby the sleeves, and then she had the Chun-Li vibe in the brown suit. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like she was just giving it up. She was giving us a different. She even gave up queen sleeves, which I felt like kind of transformed into Roman during her performance from Last Time I Saw You to her new snippet that she gave us from Pink Friday 2 called Big Difference, which, by the way, child, if you have been keeping up with me on Twitter, baby, I have been playing that one snippet song down for the past 72 hours, baby. Do you hear me? Like, you do not hear me. I have been playing that the past 72 hours on blast. That one little minute snippet, like, that beat for one and that bass drop goes so motherfucking hard, baby. Do you hear me? Okay. And then on top of that, I just feel like she was really getting into some things. You know what I'm saying? She was like, you saying you look up to her, but really you look up to me. And that's really a lot of these girls. 1 minute before, the beef come in, they, oh, Nicki this, Nicki that. And then when it's beef, you know what I'm saying? And they ask who inspired them. Oh, it's Queen Latifah, it's Lil' Kim. Females who they don't even bother to even acknowledge or try to get a collaboration from. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, girl, cut the BS. We know who you really look up to. Like Lotto. What was it? A few months ago, Lotto was giving an interview talking about Cardi this, Cardi that. Baby, we know who you looked up to. We know who tweets you framed. We know who you was talking about on the rap game. We know who you've been trying to get at and trying to get a feature with before you even ask Cardi for anything. So it's like shit like that. You saying you look up to her, but bitch, you really look up to me, and we all know it, baby. And I just think the song title is just so befitting, because it is a big difference between Nicki Minaj and the rest of these rap girls, if you ask me. Big difference. So I was really feeling that record. And a lot of people feel like, this is her bow down record. Beyonce put out a record a few years ago called Bow Down. She was telling these hoes to, bow down. I'm the one you look up to. I'm the one, when you was a little girl, you was dreaming of being in my world. And I just think this is definitely Nicki's, she's telling these hoes to basically bow down. It's a big difference between me and you bitches. She talking about in the music, you sounded like me. And honestly, I felt like that was a big slight at Doja Cat, because, even though Doja is talented, Doja does try to mimic a lot of Nicki's, tones and cadences, especially when she be trying to do that Roman shit. I just feel like, it was a big slight to Doja, because, and on top of that, we really didn't see any Nicki and Doja interaction that night. And I think that's very telling as well. So let me know what you think about that down below. Now, she also won Best Hip Hop for Super Freaky Girl that night. Which, congratulations to her, well deserved, because it was the #1 rap song last year, and the only one #1 rap song to my recollection. And so, she deserved the award for it. So, congratulations to the queen, which is not surprising. I knew she would probably take that home. And then on top of that, the VMAs earns their biggest rating in 3 years. Go figure. But I've been said that. I said that in my last video, that I knew that was going to happen. For one, Nicki was hosting, but for two, all of the rap girls was going to be in the same place at the same time. And, a lot of the fan bases was going to be here for it. They wanted to see what happened, what was going to go down. And I think the VMAs knew what they was doing with that one. So go figure. But congrats to the VMAs. And then I want to talk real quick. earlier on Twitter, I noticed a viral tweet. Someone had tweeted about, because, a lot of people were saying Nicki need to let it go, after her Big Difference performance, whatever they was talking about, she need to let it go, stop being so shady, blase, blase. But, somebody had tweeted, a Barb had tweeted about back when Remy Ma, Cardi B, Queen Latifah, Missy, all of them ladies, was trying to do that fake ass female rap unity, but only to turn around and put an obituary picture of Nicki Minaj up on the marquee on the screen and be dissing her and shit. You know what I'm saying? But they tried to mask it as fake female rap unity. If that's the case, first of all, why is you playing with death when it comes to me, bitch? That ain't nothing to play with. And so a lot of people were saying, how come nobody was, that they wasn't going so hard on Nicki then. And so, people felt like, I hope Nicki never take her foot off these bitches' necks. They tried to hold a whole funeral for her when the whole time she is doing way better than any of them. And that's just what it is, Cardi included. Because what the fuck is Cardi doing right now? Bongos is not really doing numbers. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I feel like a lot of the people that's waking up, and I seen in them quotes, people that's like, well, maybe I wouldn't let it go either. Or I didn't even know that this happened. And it's crazy that a lot of people don't even know that happened because people try to act like it don't exist. But at the end of the day, a lot of them women came together to plex up and plot against Nicki Minaj. And that's just what it is. And some people feel like, oh, that's catty or whatever, whoop-de-whoop, that didn't happen. Yes, it happened. There's receipts that it happened. And that's why Nicki be going so hard and not taking her foot off these bitches' necks. And I hope she never do. Because, bitch, if you playing with me and playing with death when it come to me and putting my motherfucking face, my pretty-ass face on an obituary, ho, I'm forever going to be some pressure on your ass. So, let me know what you think about it down below. All right, so the next topic I want to get into is Doja Cat. So her VMA looks were okay. I really wasn't feeling the pink carpet look, but I mean, it wasn't the worst I done seen. I mean, the worst dress of the night had to be hands down Carisha. That was a hot shit. I don't know who let her out the house looking like that and why they thought it was okay, but they need to be fired expeditiously, baby. Do you hear me? But anyways, Doja Cat looked better during her performance. I thought she had a really good performance. I was here for Doja Cat's performance, actually. I think she commanded the stage. She had good stage presence. However, I also felt like she usually dances a bit more, and she wasn't really too focused on the dancing, more, I guess, commanding the stage, which, she did do a good job at. But, Doja's kind of like that Chris Brown. She's known for kind of not just rapping or singing, but also that dancing aspect. And I don't really feel like she added much dancing. It's not my favorite Doja Cat performance, but I mean, it wasn't trash. I think a lot of the ladies actually did a pretty good job performing that night. But yeah, let me know what you thought about Doja Cat's performance. I pretty much figured she would perform all of them songs. But what I did find interesting is that even though Paint the Town Red was the #1 song, she only performed like a 30-second snippet of that before she went into Demons, which took up the bulk of her set. And I think that was very calculated. I think she wanted to perform Demons more so, and I think it's because she was taking a lot of shots in that song. And a lot of y'all want to act like Doja Cat ain't taking shots and she's talking to her critics. Bitch, it doesn't make any sense. Break down her lyrics, dissect them. She cannot be talking to critics. Like, you are taking shots at the bitches in rap, not at these critics. Talking about playing the Percocet got you playing with your nose, and I'm the fastest growing bitch on all your apps now, and you taking shots at bitches, okay? So I need her to stop being a Karen and stand on what the fuck she talking about, because now she's trying to play up in y'all face. She's trying to pander. She's trying to keep it cute with the Barbs, but low key, shading Nicki and whoever else, the other fan bases as well, Cardi, Megan, all of them. Doja Cat low key coming for all the girls. So y'all can sit up there and try to ha and keeping it cute, but baby, she is definitely coming for the girls. She ain't shading no goddamn critics. I hate to break it to you because it don't make no sense what she be saying. Like, come on now. And then in her latest single that she dropped last week, balut, whatever the fuck, I thought it was a goddamn demon, but apparently she said it signifies a bird being eaten alive. It's a metaphor for Twitter stands and the death of Twitter toxicity, the beginning of X and the end of tweets, which, yeah, whatever, bitch, I don't believe none of that bullshit. Because she, in this song, is still taking more shots. She said, every bitch that is here, copycat, copy the greats. That's my #1 strategy, but be aware that you can't copy stats. And a lot of people felt like she was being a little bit shady. And for one, when you say copy the greats, that's my number one strategy. Bitch, we already knew that. I've been saying that she sound like Kendrick Lamar and Nicki Minaj. Like, that's literally who she tried to mimic. And she don't shy away from the fact that, Nicki Minaj is one of her biggest inspirations. And then she says, but be aware you can't copy the stats. Well, baby, I hate to break it to y'all, but Doja Cat's numbers are not always authentic, not to me. Because how is it that you have one song that goes number one and then another song that debuts, almost damn near at 50, and it's really not climbing up the charts like that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think some of Doja Cat's numbers have a little bit payola involved. But nevertheless, I do think Doja Cat is talented. I just think she's definitely playing up in bitches' face. She really the fans' face. She wants y'all to, think that she ain't really shading nobody. She'll come out and say she not shading nobody, but that bitch is shading. Okay, she's being a Karen. She's being a Karen. Okay, she throwing rocks and hiding her hands, and I can't really stand that shit. Like, bitch, stand on what you saying. But let me know what you thinking about it and how you feeling down below. Now, the next topic I want to get into is Ice Spice. Because Ice Spice, her VMA looks were cute, nothing that we haven't really seen her in before. She didn't wow me or anything like that, but, she kept it cute, put on a little orange fro. She did win Best New Artist, so congratulations to Miss Ice Spice. Let me know what you think about that. Now, it's not really too much that been going on with Ice Spice. She kind of been ducked off, stayed off the scene. Maybe she's working on that album that, is coming out soon. But what I did find interesting, though, is she let the people know that little orange Afro Annie hairstyle that she got going on, she told us that is not a wig, okay? Because, a lot of people feel like that's a wig. Regardless if it's a wig or not, it's her staple, it's her signature, and she did right by wearing it to the VMAs. But she said it's not a wig. She said my fro is not a wig, and then she said it's always an old bald man trying to say my hair not real. And, as a black girl, I get it. A lot of people they always want to comfort us and say or claim our hair is or isn't real. You know what I'm saying? But they won't do that to the non-blacks. They assume it's their hair. So I completely understand where Ice Spice is coming from. However, I do not know if I 100% believe that it's not a wig. Because, baby, I don't know. Maybe them curls are just really good. Maybe she got the really good genetics. I don't know. But, baby, for it to sit right the exact same way every time, I don't know. I don't know about that. But she said it's not a wig, so we just going to go with that. I don't know why she would lie about it. So if she say it's not a wig, that is not a wig. I mean, her dad is black, so, I can see where the go-go curls is coming from. But like I said, congratulations to Ice Spice. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about it down below. Now, the next topic I want to get into real quick is Coi Leray. She complained that she wasn't invited to the VMAs. She claimed she wasn't invited. And, I told y'all in my last video, she called them out. She, basically was like, shout out to the BET Hip Hop Awards because they nominated her for 2 things, whereas the VMAs didn't nominate her and apparently didn't invite her either, which is kind of messed up, seeing that some of the other girls were invited and hasn't really put out as much as Coi this year. But then again, Coi didn't really put out videos like that to me. Like, she put out a whole project and pushed one song from it that I felt like, and I was really players. And she did that with the same thing. She had the same thing happen with her first album, and that's where I think her mistake is. Like, babe, you can't release one song, push that song, it do well, and then you not follow it up with any other thing from the album. And you have some, nice songs from the album. So it's like you should have kind of capitalized and put out some more some more music videos for that. And I don't really think she took advantage. But then you come out not even 2 months later and put out an EP. And it's like, girl, babe, probably didn't even know what the fuck to nominate you for at this point. Like, for the Blue Moon or for the, the self-entitled project. Like, girl, what's really going on? But, no, I think they at least could have invited Coi. She has been working this year. They could have invited Coi because I saw Callie there. And Callie had every bit of a 30-second fucking performance. So, and I definitely feel like Coi outworked Callie this year. But that's just my thoughts. But Beyonce did co-sign her, apparently, quote unquote. She sent her some flowers, told her that she was a fan of hers. And of course, this going to hype Coi Leray little head on up and gas her on up. But a lot of people feel some type of ways about Coi. And I guess she can be motherfucking annoying because she is annoying sometimes. But I think Coi Leray actually does decent with the music for the most part. I don't like every single Coi song, especially not from this last album. but I do think that, she puts out some decent music that could, it really turn up the white folks, if you ask me. But y'all let me know what you think about it down below. So the next topic I want to slide into is Miss Sexy Red, because, baby, she out here doing her thing, per usual. But Sexy Red Ski has debuted at #1 on this first ever TikTok Billboard Top 50 chart, which, TikTok is a big deal when it comes to the, songs getting, eventually placed on Billboard and whatnot, and how they end up doing. And like I've been told y'all a long time ago, like over a month ago, Chiii has been doing his thing, making its rounds, and that is something I'm definitely hearing when I'm stepping outside. I'm hearing them play that Sexy Red, especially when it comes to that Chiii, Hellcats, SRTs, and Looking for the Hoes, baby. Do you hear me? On top of Pound Town, too. So, to no surprise, it's debuted on TikTok's Billboard #1. So, congratulations to Sexy Red. I believe right now it's at like 60-something, 50-something on Billboard. And I'm only sure that it's only going to rise from here. So, it's a hood ratchet song, but the people that's fucking with it, baby, and, I am too. And on top of that, she dropped the Hellcats SRTs remix with Lil Durk. And, the niggas is already fucking with the Hellcats SRT song without, before he was on the remix. Now that Lil Durk is on the remix, oh baby, they is definitely gonna be bumping this shit, baby. Do you hear me? And I don't think it's bad with Lil Durk, even though I prefer, the one with just Sexy Red. I think he, added to it for the men's. And I think it'll, even get more popular in that regard. But I think Hellcats and SRTs is going to be next up, followed by Chiii, or, after Chiii. So, let me know what you think about it down below. So the next topic I want to get into is Asian Doll. So fans are calling Asian Doll a flip-flop, okay, because the other day she was gushing over Nicki. For one, let's take it back a little bit. Rewind. Asian loved Nicki, right? And then all of a sudden, when Katie Got Bands was featured on the Super Freaky Girl Queens mix, Asian kind of got a problem with that and then started, doing what they all do, showing all this public support for Cardi and not Nicki and yada yada, blah, blah, blah. You know how that fake shit be going on. And so, fast forward, Asian tweets after the whole, thing about her being honored at the VMAs and how, everybody was talking about her performances and stuff like that. Asian was like, I'm so proud of Nicki Minaj being the queen, looks so good on her and only fits her. My SAG sister, I love her so much. Remember, I was the first female artist in my generation to publicly give her flowers and everyone against her. Love wins in the end. That's still my mother. I don't give a fuck, LOL. And, it kind of rubs some of the Nicki fans the wrong way because it's like, girl, you always trying to look for a moment. You always kissing ass. But honestly, I feel like Asian Doll always loved and admired Nicki, and she always has, even when she was upset that, Katie Got Bands was on the Super Freaky Girl Queens mix. I just think that Asian Doll has to be a little bit more humble. I just think she thought that she would be next up in line for that feature. Like she said before, she was like, I'm next up. If any of you think you getting a feature before me, like y'all basically tripping. But everybody did get a feature before you. Koi did, Katie Got Bands did, JT did. And like you said, you've been showing love to her for however long. But the thing is, baby, do it be genuine. Because one thing about it, and two for sure, Nicki goes with what she feels is genuine at the end of the day from what it looks like. And I just think that there's been a lot of flip-flop on Asians end, just like on Koi's end and a lot of other females. So, like I said, I think a lot of these girls love and admire Nicki. Respect is another thing, but I think a lot of them love and admire Nicki, all of them really. And like she said, they be saying that, you look up to her, but really you look up to me. And I think that's the case for a lot of these girls. And so, it's nice to see Asian admit it still, but girl, we already knew that. So tell us something we don't know, babe. But, y'all let me know what you think about it down below. Now, the last topic I want to get into is a bunch of bullshit. I'm going to try to sum this up because I don't want to spend too long on this shit. I'm sure you've seen it covered just about everywhere. So I'm just going to give you my little thoughts and opinions on it and move the fuck on, okay? So, for one, Cardi B and Megan's looks for the VMAs. Cardi's pink carpet, outfit looked very familiar. It looked like I done seen her in it before, so it wasn't like jaw-dropping amazing to me. It was cute, but, like I said, it looked like something I've seen her in before. Megan played it safe, covered up them toes, so, that was that. The performance, I felt like the performance was decent. I just felt like Cardi was moving a little bit too fast, maybe because she was nervous, and she was looking a little bit nervous on that pink carpet. But I could tell where she was missing a couple of 1-2 counts. And yeah, she was moving kind of fast. She wasn't, just taking her time and, being in sync with everybody else. And I think because she was moving a little bit too fast because she was a little bit too nervous. Wonder why. But it was decent. Even though I felt like it was a lot going on. I just felt like it was a lot going on. It looked like flamingos was everywhere. Them peacocks, child. I don't know. It looked like a lot was going on. But nevertheless, it was a decent performance. So yeah, let me know what you thought about it. Now there was a little bit of drama that didn't happen, but I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. Okay, give me some time. So let's skip around for a little bit. Cardi responded to Joe Budden's remarks about the song. And we talked about that in my last video, but Joe Budden came back and pretty much said that he's standing on what he says and he don't want to hear shit after the 9 million times he bigged her up. So, if you don't know, Joe Budden basically said that the song was trash, Bongos, he called it trash. And basically he was like, it sounds like two girls that don't know how to do a song. Because, a lot of people really just not fucking with Bongos. And it's not just the Joe Budden thing. They've been getting a lot of negative backlash against this song. That's why Cardi came out on live talking about something. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all gonna like this song. Y'all gonna like this song. You just got to give it some time. It's some Brazilian funk or whatever the fuck she said. Bitch, I don't want to hear that. So at the end of the day, people don't like the song. They don't got to like the song. But I'm going to tell you what their strategy is. Just like with anything else, they're going to play the hell of it on the radio and just have it keep on going to the point where you like, okay, I guess it's all right. And that's the type of shit that they do. They play it so much that they kind of force you to want to like it. But bitch, my brain don't work that way. If I don't like this shit, I just don't like it. So that's that. But going back to, the VMAs or whatever, Cardi had posted a little shady tweet, and a lot of people thought it had to do with Kenny and Nicki. And, Jason Lee tried to come clear it up, but basically Cardi was like, I ain't even flinch. And a lot of people really didn't know what was going on with that. Like, bitch, what you talking about? You had hella security with you. Why would you flinch? And then you left early on top of that, bitch. What you mean you ain't flinch? Bitch, you was out the building after your performance. So how would you flinch, especially with 30 security guards around you? Well, Jason Lee came back and was like, I wasn't even at the VMAs last night, but my team was. Cardi's tweet ain't got nothing to do with Nicki, so y'all can stop. They didn't even run into each other. Both had great performances. Next story. Okay. That's what he claimed, right? But then, it was some shit that popped off a few days later. Because basically, Offset apparently that next day or whatever jumped into the DMs of Kenny Petty's associate, Kenneth Petty being Nicki's husband, because they was backstage, while all this shit was happening. But like Jason Lee said, he claimed they never ran into each other. Okay, so she basically alluded to the fact that there was some tension, because why would you sit up there and say you ain't even flinch, baby? Okay. And then on top of that, Cardi claims that basically Offset handles things quietly. Okay. After he was accused of jumping into the DMs of Nicki and Kenny Petty's associate, Cardi claimed that that her nigga handles things quietly. So take a listen to what she said.
My nigga handles shit quietly. That's one. Second of all, I be everywhere comfortably. And that's it. First thing first, I'm gonna let y'all know this. My nigga handles shit quietly.
Okay. Well, I guess Offset decided to be like his wife and leak, some of the DMs that was shared. Like he decided to show what the first two things that he had said. And basically he was asking the dude, Snooty, I think his name is, Kenny Petty's friend, was asking him like, what's your location, and you jumping in bitch's business and female business, yada yada, whoop de whoop, blase blase. But bitch, my whole thing is, didn't you do that when Cardi was into it with Akbar and with Ra Ali, and you was threatening them women? How come you didn't come with that same energy for this man? You know what I'm saying? And so, that basically started a whole spiel. And of course the blogs, They posted when Snooty was up on live with Kenny. They were standing on the block waiting for Offset. It was basically like Offset jumped into my DMs, yada yada, and Kenny Petty was like, you gonna be planning a funeral, type shit. And my thing is, they tried to make them seem like the aggressors. But my whole thing is, why did you have to jump in his DMs at all? Because they was gonna come with some energy, and then on top of that, you jumped into his DMs when you knew you was whole in Atlanta about to go to a whole goddamn sleepover. So that didn't make any sense. And then he hops off a jet and want to snicker and laugh and act like he ain't bothered to press. But nigga, you looked that nervous. That was a nervous laugh and giggle. Look at this.
Wait a minute. I'm getting out the jet. These niggas talking about. What are these niggas talking about? These niggas broke. We up and off jets, bitch. Y'all niggas got there. Y'all niggas standing outside.
You can't tell me he ain't sound nervous. Like, and on top of that, like, Kenneth Petty is that's a real killer. I'm not fucking with that nigga like that. Like, you tripping. Obviously, you don't really got no body, so you all you gonna do is be doing what? Hit him with that Michael Jackson 1-2 step. Like, what are you really gonna do? So Cardi loves to claim Offset such this gangster, and he handles shit privately. No, bitch, he likes to jump in DMs. He jumped in Ra Ali's DMs, threatening her. He jumped in Akbar's DMs. He jumped in Chris Brown's DMs. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely has a thing for coming at it, in the DMs. But he's such this internet gangster, bitch. Both of y'all like hopping in people's DMs. Ain't nothing gangster about that shit. Like, line that shit the fuck up. Meet me in person. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was a bunch of bullshit. But like I said, I'm not going to go into too much detail with it. I just wanted to give you my 2 cents on it. Now, Cardi also had said something interesting the night of the VMAs that she did get a lot of backlash for. And so basically she responded to hip hop culture being her culture, and she did receive a lot of backlash for it. And I don't think it's what she said. I think it's how she was saying it. Like, she was trying to sound like a certain someone. But take a listen to this.
That happens in the Bronx. Hip-hop was created in the Bronx, by the way. My life, my culture, the Bronx, where I'm from. So it just means everything to that happens in the Bronx. Hip-hop was created in the Bronx, by the way. My life, my culture, the Bronx, where I'm from. So it just means everything to that.
Let me know what you're thinking and how you feeling. But the Neighborhood Talk did repost that. And, Cardi B responded to the backlash because it was a lot of negativity. Like, bitch, for one, you not black. And for two, you saying it started in the Bronx type shit, which, yeah, it did. But it started by niggas in the Bronx, by black people. Bitch, your ass ain't even black. You ain't even half. So Cardi B responded to the comments in Neighborhood Talk, and she was like, y'all just be wanting to disagree with everything I say, but facts are facts. So I Googled it. Where did hip hop start? The Bronx, where I'm from, not the Caribbean island. Hip hop came from talking about the struggle, and that's something I definitely live. So how that's not my culture? How can you tell me what I do or what I live? Culture is literally the environment that you came up in. I started music before living hip hop and wrote about my struggles as in life as a dancer. Go listen to the mixtapes. Also, I went to school for musical theater and technology. Just because somebody might help with a hook means nothing. Look at y'all fave artist credits. They all receive some type of help. Bitch, you get verses written for you. Like, stop acting like it's just the hooks, bitch. You was very notoriously, very proud, known to be saying that, Party is such a big contributor. Party ain't writing no hooks, bitch. He writes lyrics, okay? We all know that he writes lyrics. So miss me with the bullshit. Now it's like the wanting to change the narrative for me, bitch. It's too late for that. You 5 years in, we already know you don't write. And the shit that you do write, it sounds like ABC as fuck. Like, I'm pretty sure she wrote her Bongos verse because it was trash. But that's just my 2 cents on that. So let me know what y'all, let me know what you thought. Yeah. So anyways, after all of this, y'all, Cardi B claims that she got a goddamn hate train. These girls love to claim they got a hate train when, they song is a flop or when the people ain't fucking with their shit. They love to claim it's a hate train as if a hate train don't involve industry giants, right? So she claimed that she has a hate train, so take a listen.
Nah, so remember when you did that freestyle years ago in the kitchen? Because BG keep DMing me and pressing me real hard. They said they want another kitchen freestyle. Shout out to Trail.
I don't know. I don't know, honey. I'm on a hate train era.
That's
Oh,
it.
let me know what you think about it. But child, ain't no motherfucking hate train, bitch. People just don't like that flop ass song. Okay, and let's talk about it. The song did debut at number 14. So it still didn't debut higher than Red Ruby the Sleeves, and it still didn't debut higher than Princess Diana or Barbie World. So, but your records live in the top 10, right, boo? And this is your comeback lead single. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, girl. But she did debut. They did debut at number 14. So, I mean, it's a hell of a long way from that top 50 debut they was initially supposed to do. But thanks to radio, really radio, because them streams is ass on Spotify. It's not even on Spotify Global no more. But thanks to the radio, they did debut at number 14 after a $2 million budget video. You know what I'm saying? And a whole 7 songs, 7 different versions of the songs that they put in a little album. You know what I'm saying? After them scratching sniffs on her armpits and ass and shit, it still did what it did. So that's crazy to me. All of that $2 million to debut, not even higher than Nicki or Ice Spice. That's crazy to me. But let me know what you think about that down below. Now, real quick before I move on from Cardi, I'm not off of her and her husband off to go cheat. So Offset was accused of cheating again because, like I told y'all, he was, while he was sending threats in people's DMs and shit, he was all the way over in Atlanta or wherever he was at Casa sleepover, right? So while he was there, people found clips of the 24 hours live stream and they accused him of cheating. But in all reality, y'all, to me, it's just another motherfucking PR stunt. It's another PR stunt because his album is coming out in October, which go figure. That's why hers ain't coming out in October, which I don't even know why, because his shit gonna flop either way it goes. This whole shit that he got going on with Kenneth Petty, this little PR stunt that he trying to get off the back of Nicki and her husband, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna make him sell. His album is still going to fucking flop. So anyways, he was accused of cheating. And Cardi B was like, y'all are scrambling. And a fan was like, y'all are lying and just putting random clips together. They was laughing because they caught him sleeping. And that's definitely his brand manager / cousin. And Cardi B responded and was like, exactly. The fact that they had to watch a 24-hour stream to fake peace thinks together is embarrassing. She fucked that whole line up. And then she said they some do-bads. I think she meant down-bads. Maybe she was typing too fast. She was too mad. Okay, and then someone accused her father not too long after that of being an R word. And then she said first it was the video line on Offset, now it's lies on my dad. Didn't she already address this like a couple of months ago? Anyways, she said, I'm pretty sure offenders have to take a pic every year. Keep it cute on family, especially offenders, pedos, and molesters, because everybody going to want to cry when I start talking about the real pussy snatchers. And then, child, my thing is, bitch, if you want to address everybody and everything except the bitch that you really got, plex with, you know what I'm saying? Like her and her husband want to use Nicki Minaj and her camp to, work that to their advantage so goddamn bad, bitch. It's a hot mess. Like, how about you address the bitch you really got beef with? Because you want to address her fan pages or these wannabe fan pages. You want to address everything and everybody but the bitch you got beef with. Like, why, baby? Why? You say you move everywhere comfortably, but why did you got 30 security guards with you at the VMAs? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, you so gangster, but I don't know. But you move everywhere comfortably. Child. Okay. And then what's crazy is that same day in the Billboard interview, she claimed, bitch, that she take notes from Beyonce when dealing with haters. Last time I checked, Beyonce don't say a motherfucking thing on the internet. Cardi B responds to literally every fucking thing in sight. So how in the hell are you taking notes from Beyonce? What goddamn notes? Ghost notes? So Cardi was like, surprisingly, I have held myself back a lot from a lot of things. You see how Beyonce addresses her things. She does not address them at all. I feel like every artist should do what works for them and what's good for their mental health, because I feel like if addressing things to Beyonce affects her mental health, then don't do it. That don't even make no fucking sense. But bitch, at this point, I feel like Cardi B is saying anything to, anything to make people react some way to keep talking about her, because at the end of the day, this song is doing fucking trash. Okay, them Spotify numbers are ass. The only thing carrying this song is radio, and I think she knows a lot of the drama between her and Nicki. I think she wants to capitalize off of it. So she does a lot of things to, you know, for shock value. But that, you know, what's new? And I think her husband is starting to catch that same disease, wanting to do everything for shock value and wanting to attach himself to, instead, you know, Nicki and Kenny for, you know, for clout. And to get that album rolling when it's going to flop either way it fucking goes. Because that single that he put out trying to mimic Michael Jackson was trash. And I thought you said he wasn't doing no Michael Jackson rollout when clearly he is. You got the scoop ass for saying that he was doing a Michael Jackson rollout. Well, bitch, it looked like a Michael Jackson rollout to me. Just like it didn't make no sense when you said you tricked people in the title of, what is it, when she said the cover art didn't match the theme of the song of the video. Bitch, it was giving pussy talk on that album cover like it gave pussy talk on the song. My thing is, the bitch lied too goddamn much, and she's a clout chaser, just like her husband. They made a song called Do Anything for Clout, but that's really what they like to do to me. So that's just my thoughts on that. Y'all let me know what you think about it down below. Remember, y'all, this is just my thoughts, commentary, and opinions. Y'all can let me know what you think about it down below. But, you know, don't get crazy in them comments, bitch. Keep it cute. Keep it cute or keep it on mute. But, you know, yeah, let me know what you think. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and catch me on Twitter because, you know, that's where I be at a lot of times. If y'all miss me so much on these YouTube streams, vibe with me on Twitter, bitch. I'm over there every day giving a kiki and a cackle, okay? So follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter at Southern Tea with 2 A's. I will catch y'all in the next video.